Good morning, traders. How are we doing today? Today is May 19th, 2025. Market opens in about 1 minute. It is currently 7:28 my time or 9:28 market time. We should see something interesting here. Markets have rallied slightly since the sell-off over the weekend here. As you can see, sold off from 521 all the way down to 512 for a nice 2% sell-off, and is trying to hold above that moving average. So I'd love to see exactly what happens here with QQQ. We're going to go over a few other companies as well. We want to be aware of where the market is and where it can possibly go. UNH recovering nicely from yesterday from 269 to 308. Celsius selling off, PLTR selling off overnight. Tesla and Nvidia also not looking good today. Tesla selling off back to 336. Nvidia selling off back to 132. Beautiful to see here. Google, Apple hit 207. So QQQ is pushing up. We'd love to see it. We'll see if this is a bull trap though. As it continues to get rejected, we may invest in SQQQ today. We are being cautious here. LUNR selling off as well. Hello, welcome. I gotta share my link real quick. Slacking a little bit today. We may take a LUNR position. All right, we might just go TQQQ as well, from 68 to 71. Honestly, I think I'd rather go LUNR if it is going to recover. Also, we have some companies reporting earnings today. And we can go over that. Oh, LUNR pushing up. 1243, 1183. Doesn't mean it has to either, okay? QQQ selling off, getting rejected off of that moving average. Are we going to see more rejection today? Is this a bull trap? Or is this a bear trap? I'd love to see what happens. We are being patient. Very patient today. Also, let's see. Where is it? Get on the Discord real quick. Let's see, we're going to the main chat. Weekly economic calendar. So we got Zim today, Trip.com this afternoon, Pony Home Depot tomorrow, Palo Alto tomorrow, Target, Wix on Wednesday morning, Snowflake Zoom on Wednesday after close. Kind of looks like that's it. Nothing really too crazy. Join the Discord if you haven't already to see our weekly economic calendars and get all of our morning live trading sessions as well as trade ideas. Also connect with like-minded individuals. Video getting rejected here. Microsoft pushing up very nicely, holding the overall market up, but it is at those previous all-time highs. So it got up to those all-time highs. Now what is it going to do? It's going to come back down, or it's going to push through and raise the market up. Apple selling off down to almost to 206. Can we get down to 200? Very possibly. Nvidia getting rejected off of that 30-minute time frame, right off of that 200-day moving average. Everything is selling off today. ABGO, nice push up. Costco selling off. Google trying to push back up above that resistance level. Still getting some more resistance at about 167. VIX is at a, what is that, 17? Saying the VIX is closed today. That's odd. Is that normal? The VIX is closed. SPY pushing up above that previous resistance, which would now be a support. Back to 594 possibly. QQQ pushing up. All right, we might be taking advantage of this opportunity here. As long as the markets push up, we can do a good job on, well, not buying LUNR because this isn't going along with the market at all. It's actually selling off. What we can do here is we can set our alerts on LUNR for when it does break above, say, 1175-ish, or if it gets below 1155. Right, I want to start buying within this, well, not necessarily buying within this range. I love to buy on the 11s if it holds. If not, I wouldn't mind buying in the 10s on LUNR. So we're being patient with that one. Want to find a company that could make us money, right? Not take money away. So being patient. PLTR getting rejected. SoFi is up above that level here. SoFi. That is in that buy range territory for me on SoFi. What's their analyst price target? 14 to 20. Also 6. 1352. And this thing could run 50 cents. SMCI. LUNR. Barrick Gold. I don't have any trades at the moment just yet. Maybe we go TQQQ, guys. It's definitely pushing up, ain't it? We're going to be patient here. We're going to be patient. We're going to wait and see. Microsoft can get a huge pullback. Apple selling off. Nvidia trying to push up as well as Apple or Amazon and AVGO. Meta. Everything's trying to push, but nothing seems to be helping. Costco selling off. Early stages of a recovery, okay? And it's working right within this range here. QQQ sold up as low as 512 today. 512 today. Does it get rejected off of that 30-minute? Or does it continue to push higher? From 68 to 69. It's already a pretty incredible move here. $516.43, still pushing up. Hello, welcome. Guys, over the weekend, U.S. credit downgraded. If you guys aren't aware, check out the stock talk for this week. Also in our Discord, our announcements section. SPY can easily crash 5 to 10% this week due to a downgrade. Consumers now expect inflation to jump to 7.3 over the next 12 months, highest it's ever been in 44 years. If we get one more negative GDP, We'll be technically in a recession. We still have rising inflation. Tariff wars are paused, but still present. 30% recovery in the market, coming back to all-time highs almost, then getting rejected. So that sell-off happened. That sell-off we expected happened. Now are we going to see it recover? And I believe so. I believe we can see a pretty big recovery, maybe even back to those resistance levels. So no point in fighting direction. Direction is pointing up, then we go up. But right here, we're going to wait to see what happens with this moving average. Does it hold above this moving average on the 30-minute, or does it get rejected and start to sell off even more? Now, as you can see, it gapped down, had a huge pushback up, and then gapped all the way back down. So definitely getting kept down by something. Good morning. Waiting for the big drop today. Yep, waiting for a big drop as well. We'll be getting into some SQQQ positions today if it does. Okay, SQQQ is now at $24. If we can get a bounce off of 24, sell off to 27, that's a nice profit. But if we can't sell off, it won't ever happen. Bond yields all gapped up aggressively. So bond yields are up. Here we go. Very bullish market here. Very, very bullish. No point in fighting it today. Microsoft pushing up past that resistance level. Wow. It already pushed up quite a bit today. It is above that moving average. Is it going to hold? Seeing some rejection here. UNH selling off to 248, pushing up to 305. That is beautiful. Nice big push up over the weekend for UNH. Now above that moving average. Selling off on the 1 minute. QQQ slightly getting rejected now. Let's wait for that possible reversal here. Okay, big rejection candle. Right at that moving average. Starting to see a big curl over with TQQQ. See what happens here. Holding, being patient today. Being very patient. These markets can recover. Still got a ways to go. Now, if we break above this and go long, I would buy TQQQ. If it doesn't break this, right, and it begins to sell off again, get rejected, then we buy SQQQ. Okay, but it looks like it's pushing up. Ooh. $69.73 for TQQQ, having trouble getting up above that. Tina or Kristen, can you explain why MACD is all the way up while the price is down? Yeah, this is on the 1 minute chart. Looking at the 5 minute, it's curling over, looking really nice. 30 minute also curling over. So the price is down, but the MACD is curling over, and it's only down because it hasn't got back up to those pre-market highs or to those yesterday's highs. This right here is based off of yesterday's levels. So if you were to go here and here, that's exactly 244%, right? From close to open is how they get their percentage on the day, which is dumb. They should do it off of open. So technically this is up 2.64%, but it's also still down from yesterday's open. It won't go back to zero break even until it gets up here to 71.52. Hope that helps. Trying to get back up there, but it's not able to get much higher. I want to short the market so bad, but it doesn't mean we have to, right? It'd be a nice 50 cents, 40 cents per share. And that was the move right here, guys, the TQQQ trade. 68.30 to 69.70. $1.50 per share. Look at that big green candle. It's a gap fill, basically. Lace out, gap filled. Sold off. Gap filled this little gap here. Now what is it going to do? Is it going to sell off some more? Or is it going to push up? New CEO Stephen Hemsley invests 25 million in United Healthcare shares. I heard about that. Okay, starting to curl over. We're going to see how low can the market come down. Is it going to pop up and then get rejected? That is a big green candle. Apple becoming extremely oversold here. Let's see what happens. Are we going to get rejected? More selling pressure? All right, we're just waiting here. Ooh, look at that sell-off for SQ, for QQQ. Look at that pump up. Very bullish. Very freaking bullish today. Well, no point in fighting the trend here. No point in fighting the direction of the market, right? We should have started buying at 68, 69. Started buying all the way as it pushes up. Yeah, we don't want to buy into this as it's still actively dropping as market continues to push up. We want to be patient. Okay, as this rises, great, we're going to make money on TQQQ. But if this begins to pull back, then we definitely want to get SQQQ. Literally right here at support, which was QQQ's, well, some previous resistance, not necessarily. Okay, holding to see what happens here. Nice little gap fill, right? Push down, gap filled, push down, basically gap filled again. Market is trying to fully recover. It's only down about a 0.5% after selling off, you know, almost 1.8%. So it's recovered more than half. Okay, this could be area of resistance, possible curl over now, especially at that gap fill. You see that right there, 518, 518. Do we get past that gap fill and push higher to 521s? Or does this begin to curl over and sell off and completely get rejected? And either way, we're going to make some money today. Either way, we're making some money. Go. First sign of an overbought reversal. We're going to wait and see what happens. We're holding. It's a holding above the 9 EMA, right? Yeah, I bought it all-time high again. That was dumb. Is it weak or do we buy more? A lot of consolidation here. Possibly go on SQQQ for a nice retracement. Maybe a 2%. $0.50 a share. If it does retrace. Microsoft pulling back. Going to be testing this as a support now. Apple trying to push up. Nvidia 134. Amazon pushing up. Everything pushed up and slightly curling over now. Tesla back up above moving average, but just barely. Okay, here we go. We're going to see a pullback here, I believe. We're going to buy 10 SQQQ. Possibly getting out of TQQQ to get into SQQQ. Being patient. I'm gonna buy another 10 of SQQQ. I'm gonna get ready to sell my TQQQ. Yep, selling. Okay, we're down $1.56 here. Not bad. Okay, not bad on 10 shares. Oops. Hold on. Potential reversal here. Love to see the rejection form. Here we go. NASDAQ weak, showing signs of weakness. Do we see this pop? Or does it sell off some more? I think it's going to sell off more, guys. Trying to recover. QQQ trying to recover above 518.44. Okay, being patient. QQQ 518. Starting to get a lot of consolidation at this level. There we go, selling off. Buying 50 shares, getting in a little heavier on SQQQ. Just be careful. Love to see a pullback. Definitely early stages of a reversal. Being patient. Love to see QQQ sell off a little bit more. Everything's trying to hold up at those levels. Having a little bit of a difficult time doing it. Microsoft trying to hold above that previous resistance, now acting as a support. We'll see if it holds or does it come back down. Okay, we're just waiting to see what happens. Love to see the market sell off. Maybe back to 516.50, retest this moving average. MACD curling over. RSI is at the overbought, but slowly decaying. Okay, QQQ trying to hold above 518. Come on. Got a nice red candle on the 5-minute. See what Bitcoin's at today. Bitcoin is at 103 and getting rejected. Getting rejected off of 103.5, which makes sense. It is underneath this moving average. So hopefully this will get rejected a little bit more. I want to see how LUNR did. 1160 to 1180, 20 cents. Not bad. Markets recover, this will push up, but if they don't recover, this will sell off even more. So don't necessarily want to buy into a company that's going to sell off even more. 1178, 1180. I just don't see it happening today, at least at the moment. SoFi pushed up from 1350 to 13. We were looking at that this morning. PLTR wanted to push up as well. UNH hit 305. Wait, what happened? Up 5% from yesterday. QQQ holding 518 still. A lot of consolidation at 518. Also, Trump tells Walmart to eat the tariffs after retailer warned it will raise prices. Wow. Wow, market is pushing up. Can't fight the market, guys. What are we doing here? Yeah, we're gonna sell. We're gonna get out of SQQQ. Well, that would have been nice. Can't predict the market, guys. So I bought at 70.07, sold at 69.91. Bought all right here for that reversal. Sold at 23.72. Wow. Microsoft, that's what it was. It held that moving average. TQQQ. Wow. Lost $1.50 on TQQQ and lost, well, and lost 13. So what, 20 bucks? 13, 15, $15. Hmm. TQQQ still trying to push up. Okay, TQQQ is testing previous support as resistance. We'll see if it can get above that support, or is it going to sell off? Same with QQQ. Previous support levels of 518 from previous days. Can this push back up? Looks like it might. And then on the daily, you could see TQQQ trying to get above that moving average. Kind of getting rejected a little bit off of it. $70.83. QQQ pushed up to 520. Look at that huge jump from 519 to 520. Dang. 70.07. I'm going to buy here and it's probably going to sell off now. I'm doing literally everything that retail traders do. Buy at the all-time high, then it begins to sell off. Look at that, all the way back up. That is amazing. 513 to 520. It's up 1.22% this morning. It's only down 0.3% today. So it's almost back at a full recovery from close. All right, guys, I'm going to end the live stream here. Be cautious of your position size. Be aware that the conditions are overbought and that QQQ can come back down for any reason. It's been trading within this range of 513 and 521 for a little while. So be aware, we need to break above 521.93 in order to get more bullishness, and we need to break 513 in order to sell off a little bit more. So I appreciate you guys' time. Like always, remember to smash that like button, and let's end the year on a green note. We will see you guys in another one.